Hello students, in this class of ours we are going to see reduction, and basically it is reduction of metal oxides into pure metals. How to obtain a metal by removing the oxygen from its oxide, that is all about reduction. So if I write here reduction, then this can be further divided in major into two parts. One is reduction by aluminium, another is reduction by carbon. Also in higher classes we will see that calcium and sodium Na will also be used as reducing agents. But in this class, that is 10th class, we are concerned only about these two reactions. So this I will rub it for you and we will come back to this. If a metal oxide is reduced to pure metal by using carbon as a reducing agent, that process is called smelting. Smelting. If you want to define smelting, smelting is a process in which a metal oxide is reduced by using carbon as reducing agent and we obtain pure metal. Whereas by using solid, that is aluminum powder, I can write it is Al as aluminum powder as a reducing agent. If we reduce a metal oxide into a pure metal, then we say that process is called thermite process. Thermite reaction or thermite process it is, or thermite process. Thermite process. So this was all about reduction. Reduction is done by using aluminum powder also, reduction is done by carbon also. This is reducing agent, this is also a reducing agent. Number one, let me tell you, carbon is the form of coal. Carbon in the form of coal or charcoal or coke. We use reducing agent, and the purest form of the carbon is coke. So that is used as a reducing agent. And in using coke as a reducing agent, there are two problems. One is that carbon is not able to reduce. See, carbon is a non-metal, and if you want to assign a place to this into reactivity series, it will find a place just above zinc. So all those metals which are falling below carbon, that is zinc, ferrous, tin, lead and copper, from the oxides of this, carbon will be able to remove the oxygen. But the elements that are kept above this, metals that are kept above this will not be able to satisfactorily reduce those oxides. So what we do is, for such we use aluminum powder. So that is why two requirements. One is carbon is not able to reduce every metal oxide into metal. Another is when we use carbon as a reducing agent, it contaminates the metal that we obtain. So where the highest grade purity is requirement, there carbon cannot be used as a reducing agent because it will contaminate the metal. We will get metal plus some carbon, not metal pure. So there we will use aluminum. And what is thermite process or thermite reaction? This let me define. If we use solid aluminum powder as a reducing agent to reduce a metal oxide into a metal, then that process is called thermite reaction or thermite process. And this is so highly exothermic process that whatever the metal that we obtain, that is always obtained in molten state. Molten state it is obtained. So for you, first I will write this reducing by carbon. Let me set this. Say ZnO plus C. So we get Zn plus CO, carbon monoxide, zinc oxide plus carbon. This is the process, but I have told you everywhere we cannot use carbon as reducing agent. The reason being, it contaminates the metal. It is not pure zinc that we obtain. Some quantity of carbon is definitely contaminated. This is contaminated with some quantity of carbon. Another thing is, carbon cannot reduce all the metal oxides, particularly the ones that are above it in the reactivity series. So that reduction cannot be done by carbon. There what we will use? Aluminum powder. So for example, we will take case of manganese. Manganese is a manganese dioxide. This is the oxide, and if I use aluminum powder, because this is above the reactivity, above the carbon in the reactivity series, so carbon will not be able to reduce manganese dioxide into manganese. So rather than using carbon, we will use aluminum. And I told you this is process is called thermite reaction or thermite process. And this process is so highly exothermic that the metal will be obtained in molten state. So if I write Mn here, I will have to write liquid, and plus this will form Al2O3. Now by putting 2 here and 3 here and 3 here, 2 to the 4, this is Al2, 4 here, this is balanced. Now this is one way where we have used aluminum powder as reducing agent. Manganese has been obtained in molten state and aluminum oxide is formed. Also for chromium, Cr2O3, Cr2O3, this is chromium oxide, and if you want to use aluminum as a reducing agent, because carbon will not be able to satisfactorily reduce this oxide into metal, so what we do is we will use aluminum powder, and then this will become Cr and plus Al2O3. Here it is 3, there also it is 3, 2 Al and 2 Cr. This is balanced, and now chromium will be obtained in the liquid state. Though the iron can be reduced satisfactorily with carbon because it falls below carbon, but yet in certain cases, if the need arises, that is when say we want to do some welding work, girders, these are girders or railway track or some heavy machinery parts, if they are to be joined together, then we will use aluminum powder to reduce iron Fe2O3. This is iron 3 oxide, and we will use aluminum powder as a reducing agent. So the reaction will be it is Fe and plus Al2O3. This was 3, so 2 there, 2 here, Fe2, Al2. This is balanced, and I will write here L. Now I told you we could use carbon as reducing agent for reducing iron oxide into iron. But if we want to use, we want to do some welding process. If we want to do welding, then what we do is we employ this aluminum powder rather than carbon, and this iron is in molten state. Now if you pour the molten iron over a broken railway track or girders or heavy machinery part, this will do welding. And then if we do welding by using this thermite process, then we say that is aluminothermy or thermite welding. So aluminothermy or thermite welding is welding a railway track or any machinery part that has been broken by using thermite reaction, which means by using aluminum powder as a reducing agent from iron oxide. So iron oxide will be reduced to iron, it will be in molten state, and it will be poured onto the broken part. So that was all about reduction. In higher classes we will see how calcium and sodium are also used as reducing agents. So we have discussed thermite reaction, thermite process, aluminothermy or thermite welding. That was when we were using this process for welding. And also we have studied smelting. Smelting is the process in which we are using carbon as reducing agent for reducing a metal oxide into pure metal. Whereas thermite reaction or another process was thermite process or thermite reaction was the process in which aluminum powder was used as a reducing agent for reducing a metal oxide into metal. This is highly exothermic, and it will produce metal in the molten state. And if by using thermite process or thermite reaction we do welding, then that process is called aluminothermy or thermite welding.